If you like this video, hit the bell icon and subscribe. There is one big reason why I made this video. I didn't want you to go through this whole video and then turn around and say, oh, she made this video just to promote her cause. Because actually I did. So I thought that I might as well tell you about this at the beginning of the video and keep the communication lines open and honest between us. Some of you might know that I have been in the field of communication for close to like 20 years now. As a child theatre artist to hosting global events in front of thousands of people, to my travel shows, podcasts, and of course YouTube. People will keep asking me, how do you wear so many different hats? But I have just one answer to that. I don't. It's all one hat: communication. And that's why I'm bringing you a course on the art of communication, where no matter what profession you're in, I am sure that you will definitely get some benefit from it. I want to share my learnings, my mistakes, and of course, I want to also understand what your problems are and help you resolve them. These will be 4 live sessions with exercises for ₹1999. I've put the details in the description below, and at the end of this video, there's also a trailer to what the course entails. But enough of that, let's get straight into today's video: communication mistakes that you're making and how you can avoid them. Have you ever found yourself in a situation where you're talking to a friend and you're explaining a problem and your friend, they just can't understand what you're saying? Or you're telling your parents about a situation and they just don't get it? Even worse, you're making a presentation and it's met with confusion. Or you're in an argument and the other person accuses you of not listening at all. All of this is miscommunication. It can lead to confusion, arguing like cats and dogs, or worst case scenario, not nailing that interview. So here are a few mistakes that you might be making while you're communicating. You're reacting too fast. Whenever we receive any information, our first instinct is to react and take action. Now we see a lot of this on social media today, right? But unlike that anonymous username that one can hide behind, in a conversation, reacting too fast and saying something without thinking can become very embarrassing. So when information comes your way, take your time to understand in the same manner that you would want to be understood by someone else. Aamir Khan is a very good example of this. Watch any of his interviews and you will always see that he is slow to respond. Not in like this confused kind of way, but he'll sometimes look far away and the other person knows that he is taking his time to put his thoughts together. Another thing that we must do to become effective communicators is also to focus on how we listen to others. A lot of times when someone else is speaking, we are only thinking about what we will say next instead of giving them our complete concentration. And this is because of you probably wanting to seem smarter or wanting to prove that you are right. Both of these are not healthy for proper communication to happen. Unbiased and focused listening takes practice, but it's worth it. There are many biases that sometimes can come in the way of effective communication. For example, there's the halo effect, where you might judge a person on their physical appearance or something unimportant like their accent. Because of this bias, you will not be able to absorb as much information as you can from someone that you have already judged to be uncool. You're not listening. Now, I don't mean in the literal sense of listening. Yes, you probably could zone out of a conversation, but what I am talking about is something that is called as similarity bias. It affects the way that we listen to others, understand their point of view, empathize, or are motivated to help them. Confirmation bias is another great example where we only want to communicate with people who we agree with on certain things that we deem important. Not interacting properly with people who have a different view limits our worldview to that of probably like a frog in a well. You can't get your point across. 50% of the truth is what you say, and the other 50% is what the listener understands. It is common to overestimate how well one has communicated their thoughts to others. Now, this could be due to several reasons, because you think that they already know a bit about the subject, or you think that they are on the same page as you about opinions and information, or you haven't paused and even let them ask questions. Whatever the reason be, an effective communicator knows how to identify these problems and solve them. Other reasons for not getting your point across could be that you're shy, you're unprepared, or you have not had time to put your thoughts together before you started communicating them. This is also something that I will dive deeply into in my course. So if you do know someone that could benefit from all of this, do me a favor, tribe, and definitely share this video. You don't want to admit that you're wrong. Admitting that we are wrong is unpleasant. It's a little bruising for any ego. It takes a certain amount of emotional strength and courage to deal with that reality and especially to own up to our mistakes. Sometimes we don't want to admit that we are wrong because we feel that those actions, they will reflect on our character. I mean, all of us want to appear perfect and flawless all the time. And sometimes we don't want to apologize because we feel that it might make us look weak. But please believe me that there are a few things as annoying as someone who needlessly keeps on arguing even after it is clear to everyone in the room, including that person, that they were mistaken. If you ever find yourself becoming that person, please stop immediately. There is power in admitting that you were wrong. It shows confidence, integrity, that you have self-awareness, and more importantly, that you care about the people around you. I don't know if you noticed, but there was a theme in all the points that I have made. They were all about aggressive mistakes that people can make. And this was just at the surface level, and I will definitely be getting into much more like this during the course. But there's another surface to this coin. Like, what do you do if you don't know what to say? If you're shy, you're unprepared, you're overwhelmed, or you're just an introvert who does not feel the need to convince others all the time. In these situations, body language is a very great resort. And there are a plethora of tricks that one can use. In fact, I've spoken about a few of them in this episode, and I will cover this extensively in the course as well. I know a lot of people from the tribe right now are rolling their eyes and they're going, "Ye to ek lamba ad tha," but I warned you in the beginning. And I have to admit, guys, I'm sorry, lekin thoda to hai. But I did teach you a few things, like how to use the word plethora, which means a large or excessive amount of something in a sentence. And I'm hoping that a plethora of you might come and join my course. So now, why don't you take a look at what exactly the course does entail.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to meet your host for today. She's a TV presenter, YouTuber, TEDx speaker, moderator, MC. Put your hands together for...
That's Frisha.
Frisha!
Yes, this is what I do for a living. I communicate. I communicate with large audiences, one-on-one and virtually. And now with 20 years of experience and a few awards under my belt, I want to share my learnings and more importantly, my mistakes with you. Hi, I am Frisha and I invite each and every one of you to become powerful and effective communicators. On my YouTube channel, I get asked all the time as to how I manage to speak so clearly. Being able to give and receive instructions, being able to put your point across more clearly, speaking with confidence, and more importantly, getting people to listen to you. These are all aspects of a good communicator. And I want to share all of this and so much more with you in this course. At the end of this course, you may not be able to get on stage and speak to thousands of people, but I do promise to share some tips, tricks, and skills that will make your professional as well as your personal life better. So let's get on this journey together where you can become a better version of yourself and achieve your goals.